guys, I'm over here. My name is Angie, and today I'm going to talk about porosity. I'm going to talk about high porosity, normal porosity, and low porosity, as well as how to see which one you have. So if you want to know all of that, be sure to keep watching and like to subscribe.
Time can never break your heart, but it'll take the pain away. Right now, our future's certain. I won't let it fade away.
By the way, I've seen this float around a little bit, how maybe porosity isn't a real thing, because when you go to, like, for example, a salon and you talk about porosity, they're like, what are you talking about? But it actually is real. Like, I literally am in cosmetology school, and we learned about porosity like a couple of weeks ago, but I already knew about it from like back knowledge. So just to let you know, this is a packet that I got in cosmetology. So like, that is. So I'm gonna give you like the exact facts that I got from cosmetology school. Even though I know about it, I'm not going to be biased about it. So I'll be holding my packet, so if you see me looking down, that is why. So what is hair porosity? So hair porosity is the ability of the hair to absorb liquids, and is also related to the condition of the cuticle layer. So I'm going to start off with high porosity, which is what I have.
I also just want to mention that be sure to find out your porosity before you find out your hair type or anything like that, because porosity is way more important than knowing that. And also be sure to know someone else's porosity before looking at their recommendations, because the products they recommend may have more protein or less protein, and that may not suit your hair, so be careful.
Now, high porosity is it has a raised cuticle rather than a compact cuticle, which is what low porosity has. And with high porosity, you'll be able to, your hair is more porous and it absorbs liquids very easily, more easier than low porosity, and it also dries slower. So let's say you wet your hair and you're wanting it to dry, you're waiting for it to dry, and it's just not drying at all. So like that may be a sign you have high porosity, because high porosity hair dries very, very slowly. And when I was not in cosmetology school, I thought that it actually dried very fast, but that's actually the opposite of what I thought. It dries slower. So it also requires mild chemicals or acids. So because your cuticle is very raised, color can go in your hair very, very easily. It just penetrate easier because it's raised. So your color can just go straight in, rather than if you have a low porosity, your color will have to have it would have to be a stronger solution, which is like more alkaline solution, in order to get into the to your cuticles. So alkaline is on like the higher pH scale, and acids are on the lower pH scale. So with low porosity, you're gonna have to use more stronger solutions like hair dye, stronger hair dyes, stronger colors, in order for your hair to be colored. So now we're going to talk about low porosity. And low porosity is the opposite, and it has a compact cuticle. So it is not very porous like high porosity. It also resists liquids. So let's say you put some deep conditioner on your hair and it still has like a white film on it. That may be a sign that you have low porosity. Like if your products are not penetrating in your hair, that may be a sign that if it's just sitting on top of your hair, or let's say your hair is underneath the shower faucet and you just see water droplets all over your hair, that may also be a sign of low porosity, because the water isn't just going into your hair, so it's going to take a long time in order for your hair to get wet, because it is a compact cuticle. And then water may roll off the hair when first spray. That's what I'm talking about. And then it also requires stronger solutions like alkaline solutions. So now we're just going to talk about uneven porosity. So it is possible to have an uneven porosity throughout the hair. It is also especially important when doing chemical services. There are also such things as porosity equalizers, and these can help achieve even results when performing chemical services. And now we're going to talk about how to find out what porosity you have. Now you can do the signs like for example, if your hair like accepts color very easily, or your hair dries very fast. There may be some signs you can determine if you have high porosity, low porosity, or middle porosity. The middle porosity is basically just normal porosity, like you don't really have any problems related to all those low and high porosity. It's right in the middle. The hair porosity test, if you do not want to do the water strand test, which is basically you drop a clean strand of hair into the water, and then you wait a couple minutes and see if it floats or it just sinks to the bottom of the cup. Now that can be like an unreliable test. So the hair porosity test is a slide test. So you will slide your hair between fingers. If it ruffles easily and the hair piles up near your scalp, it is considered porous. So let's say you get a strand of hair. You get a strand of hair, and if you go like this, and the hair kind of ruffles up to the scalp very easily, you may have high porosity. If you go like this, and it's hard to get the hair to go up to your scalp, then maybe low porosity. So that is another test that you can use that is more reliable rather than using the strand test. So I think that is all. If you're watching this video right now and you've been a loyal follower or subscriber to my channel, I have high porosity, and I've had high porosity. It hasn't changed at all, probably because I still color my hair rather than going the full CG method, but yeah, I have high porosity, so if you look at my review, just know I have high porosity. So yeah, I think that's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe so you can see more content I've set up for you guys in the future. And be sure to hit the notification button down below so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. I upload every Sunday. And be sure to comment down below what your porosity is. I would love to know and how you found out about it. And remember to wear your crown, not frown, stay beautiful, and love your dust. Bye!